Hello, hello, hello. What's up, guys? We are live. Hey, hey, hey. Just joining the stream. What's up? Can you guys hear me? We'll give a couple minutes. We'll let people filter on in. How is this? We're just checking this on YouTube right now. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm not getting some good mic quality here. Let me just bump this up one sec. We're on the Yeti. We're getting some decent volume. Hello, 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 everyone. Can you guys hear me all right? How's the mic quality here? Let me know if I have to bump it on up. We'll let some people filter in. Loud and clear. Perfect. Boom. Sounds perfect. That's what I like to hear. What's going on, guys? We'll give a couple minutes for people to enter on in, but as a little sneak peek, here is the watch that we're talking about. So this obviously was one of the biggest hypes at CES this year. This was the Razer Times or Razer X Fossil Gen 6 smartwatch, and I'm wearing it here on my wrist. Limited edition drops, so there's only 1337 Elite models available. So we'll start on this in a second. We'll give a couple people, or we'll give a couple minutes for people to enter on in. Welcome on in. So just as a little intro, my name is Karl Conrad. I do a lot of tech content creation. It's kind of weird to say tech YouTuber, tech influencer, but yeah, I do create a ton of content here on YouTube, Instagram, trying to even get into the Snapchat / TikTok game. That watch though. So yeah, brief little intro about me. I've been in the social media space now for, I want to say like a decade. So it's been a while. I got to work with some really cool brands, obviously Fossil, Razer being one of them. And this year we got a chance to look at this brand new watch. So of course, Razer by Fossil, or Razer times Fossil Gen 6 smartwatch. What makes this super unique, other than of course the limited edition, and it honestly is available today. There will be a link. Make sure you snag one. Make sure you grab one, because once those 1,337 models are done, that's it. So it's a limited time drop. I'm actually going to take this off my wrist right now. I'll bring it up to the cam. I can even show you guys what makes this so unique. So let's get that into focus. So you can see right there. How cool is that? So that's one of the cool additions to it. It's those limited edition, or I guess limited watch faces. So there's 3 different ones. That's, of course, Razer Chroma. That's what Razer is known for. Obviously, the different colors, Chroma being one of them. So that's really cool. I'm actually going to swipe on over. Let's see. We've also got... So this is another one right here, if I can get that to focus. Oh, let's go. Come on, camera. You can do it. My camera doesn't want to focus, obviously. Obviously, we were testing this out. It was working. But anyways, 3 different faces, like I'm saying. So this one is called, let me just swipe through, Razer Text. We've got Razer Analog. And of course, the one that everyone loves, that is Razer Chroma. So when I was at CES, that's the one that they had on demo. Also, you guys can kind of see that band. That is the classic Razer band in this acid green. That's what makes it a bit more unique. So let's see what people are saying in the chat. They removed the watch from my cart. No! The wrong watch. Who else snagged one? Did anyone else snag one? So Chance, you said that they gave you the wrong watch. That's unfortunate. Remember, you can always just buy the Gen 6 smartwatch. If you don't manage to snag one of these, you can always just buy the regular one. My favorite dial has to be the Chroma with the different colors kind of rotating through. That is a pretty slick watch face. Who else agrees? So yeah, while I was there, something cool about the watch, I kind of did like a day in my life at CES. And for those that weren't there, CES wasn't as busy, obviously, with everything going on in the world right now. I think there was around 30,000 people at the showroom floor, so a bit empty. I would say the Razer booth probably had the coolest booth. Obviously, we checked out the Gen 6 smartwatch, but they also had some of their really, really cool new demos. And of course, their new, I guess, concept, Project Sophia, which was that modular gaming desk. So Razer's coming out with some really cool stuff. Um, Obviously, they have all the limited edition, the new Razer books, the 14, 15, and 17. Alejandro is asking, can you get those watch faces on the normal Gen 6? Unfortunately, the Razer watch faces, so the three that I just showed you, you can only get them on the Razer edition. So 1,337 models. I think people have said that they've sold out. So hopefully not. That watch band is a bit much. So Dwayne, you're saying that this is a bit much. So this does come with two different watch straps. So you can obviously get the iconic Razer acid green. I'm wearing that just so it shows off the the cool little. It stands out. This definitely stands out, but it also comes with a black band as well. And I'll show you guys the box here off to the side, so you can see it. Razer by Fossil, Gen 6 smartwatch, obviously powered by Wear OS by Google. Maybe I can extract the APK. Yeah. I don't think Razer would be too happy about that. But yeah, like I said, if you do snag it, it comes with the different watch bands. And I always typically love rubber bands. I love to work out with my watches, and I find that rubber is just better for wicking away sweat. It's just way more comfortable. And obviously, what this watch does well is track your fitness. I smashed easily 10,000 steps a day since I was walking around CES all day. Like the bottom of my feet were so sore, and at the end, I was like, I can't wait to put my feet up and just relax. So crushed 10,000 steps, and I actually got a couple workouts in, believe it or not. Let me just go into this. So we do have Google Fit. And yeah, scrolling through, my goal was to get 10,000 steps a day. So if you're into that, if you're into tracking your fitness, obviously that's one of the key benefits. And another cool thing, charging is super quick now. So you can get 80% charge in just around 30 minutes. So typically that's like I would say the crux of a smartwatch. You always have to take it off. And especially watches that can track, say, your sleep patterns. This, you only need to charge for, say, 30 minutes. So, while you're brushing your teeth, while you're watching your favorite show at night, just stick it on the charger and you can get 80% in just 30 minutes. So you can always kind of wear it where you want. So if there's any more questions, leave them down below in the chat. If not, I'm just going to babble on about CES because, it was pretty interesting for me. Like I said, there were a couple restrictions. The showroom floor was a bit empty. It was a bit empty, but we did see some pretty cool stuff still. I'm trying to think of some highlights. I mean, obviously, out of all the techies that I talked to, all the tech YouTubers, everyone was pretty much focused on the Razer booth. I think Project Sophia was a huge, huge hit. This watch got a ton of buzz. I think the BMW booth also was pretty cool. It had that multi-changing paint for their car. That was pretty awesome. I'm trying to think if you saw any other highlights, let me know. But those are definitely my favorites this year. I'm trying to think Razer wise, what else did they have? I got to game with some of the new headphones. I got to test out some of their cool. They had specific rooms that were all Chroma based. So you would walk into a room and you're like, oh, I want orange lights. You guys know that I love orange. You can change that on the fly and your entire gaming setup was all orange. And, just like this watch, you can change Chroma. You can actually go into some of the settings. Let me take this off again. So I'm just going to show this on the fly. If you want, you can just hit setup. So you can have them to be, so I have wave, which you can see that's the rotating wave that goes around. You can also hit that. And if you want static, you can just have, say, green or your favorite color. Obviously, I would change mine to orange, but I will say that green does match the green watch band. So if you want to be Mr. Hulk out there, that would match. Spectrum cycling. Yeah, you've got a ton of different options to choose from. So let's see what, I haven't even gone through spectrum cycling. So now this, it'll go through each of the different colors. We got that to snap on. So now it'll go to pink and red. And so the screen doesn't time out to show you. Perfect. Oh, it wants to like track my face. Stop it, camera. Stop tracking my face. You can see yellow and into green. So that's kind of cool. And if I swipe through across now, hopefully I've got this, you can see here. Boom, that's Razer analog. So that's another one of the limited edition watch faces. So that's more of a traditional look. Oh, I'm clicking off the buttons. And then if I swipe on over, is this right? That's Chroma. And then this is Razer text. So this just displays, I guess, the time in text. So that's kind of cool. My favorite one is still the Chroma, personally. So I'm just going to switch back to Chroma, and you can see that it's now just kind of rotating through. So who in the chat managed to snag one? I'm curious. I'm gonna type out that comment right here. Who managed to get one? Since we're doing this little takeover right now. Oh, cancel. Who managed to get one? Oh, now they're all coming in. The watch faces are exclusive. That's right. So yeah, for some reason my chat wasn't reloading, but now I think it is. Yes. So keep your eye on the site. So it depends if people, check out with one. If they don't, you can still snag one. You can get it in the, I'm pretty sure this is a global launch. So really keep your eye out on the site. I know that some people were saying that they were sold out, but it all depends if that person actually checks out with one. If they do, if they don't, one might become available. So definitely stay posted on the Razer site. You definitely might get a bit lucky. And yeah, that's pretty much this Gen 6 smartwatch. I'm trying to think what else was cool at CES. Some huge booths were missing. For example, LG had this massive booth, and it was gone. It was just gone. Oh, Mr. AJO, thanks for answering that, Fossil. But yeah, is there any difference between the hardware? No, the hardware is exactly the same. It's essentially just those limited edition watch faces, and of course, the green acid green band, which is unique to the Razer by Fossil one. James, get some positivity, man. I'm sure you can snag one. Come on, keep reloading that site. I'm sure you can get one. Absolutely, you can get one. But for that modular, New Year's resolutions, that's a great question. So my New Year's resolution was to honestly be more active in the sense where I want to stretch more. So I'm pretty active in terms of just I guess working out, hitting the gym, but I want to maybe do a bit more yoga. I want to stretch a bit more, and obviously you can track that all through smartwatches. The gaming moving chair looked really cool. Yeah, that was, like I said, one of my favorite highlights of the show. That chair actually like vibrates on its own. So it has its own little haptics built into the bottom. It's linked to the game that you're actually playing. So the game, or I guess the chair, would like vibrate if you were like going off-road, which I thought was really cool. And on that modular gaming desk, you actually have areas for I guess, quick charging. So you can, place down your smartphone to charge up. I don't think you could place down the watch, but maybe Razer and Fossil need to work on a little mat a little desk mat that you could just, place your watch down on your gaming desk and your watch could start charging up. That would be kind of cool. That would be really cool. I'm pretty much giving some little sneak peeks at what the Razer and Fossil team should be working on next. I should pretty much be an engineer. Denmark. Denmark? That's too bad. They removed yours from the payment. Honestly, because they are so limited edition, because so many people want to grab them, I'm sure the site must just be keeping up. So, keep trying. Stay posted to, of course, the site, as it will constantly refresh throughout the day. And like I said, if you don't manage to snag one of these watches, you can always grab a regular Gen 6 smartwatch. Exact same hardware. Obviously, the software slightly tweaked. You won't have the unique watch faces, but you won't miss out in terms of overall performance. What I did. Good to know that the hardware is the 6. Yeah, absolutely good alternative. What I actually did love about the smartwatch, I am a pretty big watch guy, like an OG watch guy. It has some of these buttons on the side, which you can map out. So it reminds me of a chronograph. So I've actually got my top one mapped to my workouts, my bottom one set to my fitness goals. And of course, the middle one brings me back to the app drawer. And those 3, you can all kind of program to whatever you use it for. So I know that some people have it typically mapped to say, like, if they want to see the weather for the day, if they want to bring up their stock alerts, you can kind of set them to whatever you want. So if you do have, reset goals, kind of let me know. And yeah, maybe that kind of ties into your New Year's resolution. Maybe your New Year's resolution is to hit the gym, hit, some more walks. You can always set a quick little button to say, hey, let's start a 20-minute walk. Let's start a little workout and kind of go from there. So one of the questions, why did Razer choose Fossil? Honestly, I think Fossil is a great introduction into, a great partnership. Fossil is kind of known for making some really great timepieces. And I think Razer, being, the big company that they are, so known for the gaming space, I think this is, a perfect collab for a smartwatch. Razer is obviously getting more into wearables. Fossil already has a ton of experience in the wearable space. That's what they're known for. Fossil watches. A ton of my friends actually have Fossil watches. So I think it was a great little collab. How's the pairing experience? So do you have iPhone or Android? So I paired it with my Pixel 6 Pro. But as long as you have the Google Wear app, you can kind of pair it. I'm pretty sure you can pair it regardless. You should be able to match that on your iPhone. But I was rocking mine on the Pixel 6. Seamless. You are in that Google ecosystem, so super easy to pair. When will we start relieving? So Soham, they're not coming to stores. You can only order them online. So you need to act. You need to act now. Like I've said to other people that were kind of watching the stream, you can only kind of grab it. Is this the first Razer smartwatch? I believe so. So when I was kind of working with Razer, they were really big on obviously getting into wearables. We had, their wearable. I believe they're the Anzus, the smart glasses. They had the Zephyr, which is the mask, and this is their first foray into the watch face. Does Google Pay work on the watch, Alex? Yes. So while I was at CES, I actually did a little tap to purchase. I purchased my coffee. And Starbucks never gets my name right because I'm going to actually type it. So I'm like Karl, and they always spell it like this. I just get a CARL. And for the first time ever, without even asking, the server nailed my name. They got it. Boom. Karl was on the coffee. I just did a little tap. And yeah, I was able to pay for my coffee. So that was great. All my, my Google Pay kind of linked well with my Pixel 6. So that was awesome. And I'm trying to think what else I did with the watch. Obviously, it kept up to my steps. I was able to track my workouts, my heart rate. So I actually did a live stream. I was working with another brand I went live to do a little bit of a booth tour. I was wearing the watch during the live stream, and I kind of would glance from time to my watch, and I could see like my heart rate kind of spiking through the roof. I get a bit nervous sometimes when I do live streams, as I am right now. I'm curious if I were to test my heart rate right now. Let's see. All right, brownie points if you can guess my heart rate. I'm testing it right now. Over, under 100. It'll measure it. We'll see. What do you guys think? It is over 100. I'm not even going to show it because... Oh, all you guys are so nice. Some of you 84 under. It was definitely the over. It was 105. Whew. Gotta relax a bit more. That's really funny. But yeah, if you want, you can always measure your heart rate while while you're on. Yeah, guys, I'm clearly nervous doing this live stream, but yeah, it was over. That's funny. So yeah, like I said, it has those sensors built in. You get water resistance, so you get around 34 atmospheres, which is great. So you can track heart rate, SpO2. So anyone that wants something for their overall health, overall fitness, accelerometer, gyroscope, all that good stuff. That's yeah, it's got all the great sensors at the back of the watch, and I'll show you guys what the back of the watch looks like. Boom. That's the back of the watch. And like I said, those three little chronograph buttons. Let me go off to the side. Stop looking at my face. Come on. There we go. There we go. And that band, you can actually see that little pin there for the band. That's where you can, let me point to it if I can see this. Bit of inception on camera. You can swap that band out to one of the black ones because it comes with both. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So yeah, we're kind of wrapping up the live stream. I know it was just a 30-minute stream. It was short and sweet. But if you guys have any more... Oh, actually, let's keep going. We actually have 8 more minutes. My bad. We'll keep it to around a 30-minute stream. But if you have like any more questions, if you want to hear more about CES, if you want to hear more about the watch, let me know. And yeah, happy to answer them. Otherwise, 1337, where that's kind of gamer talk. So if any of you are wondering why it was so limited, like that 1337 number, so that is leaked in gamer talk. At least that's why I think they came out with 1337 models. That's essentially why. One of the Razer reps was actually like, no, that's like our stock ticker. And I'm like, no, like LEET 1337. That's gaming lingo. So usually I'm going to write it here in the chat, that usually you say elite, but in gaming, you're always like, boom, that's 1337. That's LEET. Soham, what's the difference between the regular Gen 6 and Razer Gen 6? So like I mentioned, the hardware is identical. So if you just pick up a regular Gen 6, the hardware is the same. All you're getting in this is the limited edition watch faces. So you've got the 3 watch faces. I'm going to change this to Chroma, my favorite one, to show it off. I'm going to set this to the wave. So you can see this watch face right now. That's one of the limited edition ones. You can see it kind of rotating. I think that's a reason in its own. Of course, you get the limited edition green band. That's also Razer. And other than that, the hardware of the Gen 6 smartwatch is identical. It is waterproof. Yes, I would say it is water. I'm going to say water resistant, up to 30 atmospheres. So you can swim with it. You can shower with it. Obviously, don't submerge it too deep. Don't go to the bottom of a lake. So I know it says waterproof, but would you realistically take a watch in the water? I would argue yes. So actually, one of the great things about smartwatches, if you're really into swimming, you can track your swimming workouts. So absolutely for swimming, for just hopping into the shower, if you are a really heavy sweater, if you sweat profusely, the watch can handle. Obviously, if you're doing deep dives, if anything is greater than that 3 atmospheres, obviously it's recommended that you take it off. But for your casual stuff, if you're just getting it wet, yeah, definitely it should survive. That's a great question, actually. Most smartwatches now, yeah, especially because you have the rubber band. Um, some watches come with a leather band or metal. Those don't do as well in water, but because the nature of rubber, it just wicks away water. Absolutely. Yeah, you'll get. And also before we wrap up, I just want to let you know. So I would say all day battery life. I got even a day and a half at CES before I had to charge it. One of the key features is that fast charge, like I mentioned. So 80% in around 30 minutes. It's got some tech specs: 8 gigs of RAM. 8 gigs of storage. Imagine 8 gigs of RAM. 8 gigs of storage, 1 gig of RAM, and powered by Wear OS. And it's got the Snapdragon Wear 4100 Plus platform kind of built in, which is actually cool. So I have done work with both Google and Snapdragon. So yeah, I know that the Snapdragon Wear module that was kind of teased at one of their events that I went to, I believe in December. So cool to see that built into this watch. When does the Wear OS 3 upgrade come to Gen 6? That's a great question. That's a great question. Let me see here if I can find that. Boom. Where is settings? Does this not? I thought this comes with. Let me see. If this doesn't, general system about. Boom. System updates. So there isn't a system update right now. That's a great question. I'm going to get back to you in the comments around that. It is available. Obviously, I'm not getting that update right now, but when that does come available, you can get that update. Must be nice not having to change the battery. Yeah, I mean, depending on what watch you have, yeah, just quickly charging this up. So right now we are on Android version 9. Let me see here. And like we said in the chat, when Wear OS 3 becomes available, this watch will become available or eligible for that update. So pretty quick and easy to do. So the watch face, the dial size, it's 1.28 inches. It's an AMOLED display. For those wondering, thanks for the question. So 1.28 inches. I have I'd say a fairly thin wrist, but I think it looks pretty good on my wrist. It's not too thick, not too bulky. Let's see if I can get this to show without reaching to my face. So you can see how it looks on my wrist. Looks pretty good, I think. There are some other watches out there that are a bit too big, a bit too bulky. I actually came out with a video, the best smartwatches, of this year that you can currently get. And I actually said in the video that this Razer Fossil one fit the best. It isn't too thick, it isn't too bulky, but it isn't too small either. I think it's in that little Goldilocks zone, the sweet spot. So yeah, definitely. And yeah, I think that is about it. Let me see here. The watch, yeah, 3 atmospheres, meaning that it can be exposed to minimal water. Oh, we do not suggest it while swimming. Thank you, Fossil. Thank you. Thank you for the real clarification from brand that is on chat. They do not recommend it for swimming. That's the official stance. That's the official stance. So don't wear it for swimming. Can't say that I have or haven't. Maybe I wore it in a tub. It still works, but that is not the official stance. And you can also tell I had to take a bath because I walked over 10,000 steps and I was exhausted from CES. So yes. I did take a hot bath after one day at CES. Great to see the size. Yep. No problems, guys. I think that will pretty much wrap up the stream. So remember, I'm going to kind of wrap up the features. 1337 models available. So 1,337. I think they might be sold out. If they're not, keep checking back on the Fossil website. They'll constantly refresh. If you don't manage to snag one, you can still get a regular Gen 6 smartwatch that has all the same features, exact same hardware. The only thing unique to this is, of course, those 3 watch faces, Razer Chroma being one of them. How cool does that look? With the Chroma kind of spinning around. That's really cool. You also get this limited edition band in green. It also comes with a 2 bands, so green and black. Both of them are being rubber. And yeah, other than that, the hardware is exactly the same. Charges to 80% in around 30 minutes. And yeah, you can track all your fitness-related stuff. Wear OS 3 will become available. It's eligible for this once it comes out. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up the stream. Big thanks to everyone that tuned in, not only to this stream, but if you saw any stuff on the Fossil IG, if you watched any of my content from CES, big thanks. And if you did snag a watch, let us know on social. Let us know here in the chat if you managed to snag a limited edition model. And other than that, appreciate you guys joining the stream. We'll catch you guys soon. Peace.